Hi, Anna. How you doing?
Pretty good. Thank you so much for letting me sit in your class.
Well, you're welcome. We'll see how it goes, huh?
Yeah.
Just just me and you so far.
Well, they will come. They will show up. It's optional.
They better be here.
How many students you have in this class?
Uh, 18, I believe.
Oh, that's good. That's good size.
Yeah. How about your side, your class?
I don't know. I haven't checked.
Pardon me?
I have not checked
Oh, okay, okay.
lately, but
Yeah, yeah.
I'll see.
How
Um,
are you doing during the shutdown?
we work at home. You know that I work for Antioch.
Okay, so they're keeping you busy.
Oh, it's crazy. Like crazy.
Well, that's good. Yeah, there's not much going on here other than I'm glad to get the class started again.
Where are you now?
I'm home.
You're home, but you have that's a screen that's behind a TV.
Oh, that's my television.
Oh, okay, all right. Okay,
Yeah, I got my television going
okay, all
and
right.
my books. I got nothing but books.
Oh my goodness!
Books,
Wow,
books, 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 books.
wonderful, wonderful. I learned a lot from you, Bob. I taught this class sometime many years ago. I mean, many years ago, and now,
Hmm.
okay, we have students coming. Okay.
All right. Looks like we have a visitor here. Let this young lady get put in here. And hello, how you doing? What's the name? I can't read that. I can't hear you. Let me see if I need to.
You have to unmute. Unmute yourself. Then you.
There
Okay.
we go. Can you hear me?
Now I
Yes.
can hear you. How you
All
doing? What's your
right.
name?
I'm Natalie Holter.
Natalie. Okay, yeah, you're the one who emailed me yesterday, huh? A couple days ago. You have the baby there?
I do.
How old's the baby?
She's 2. Mary, you
How
want to say
old?
hi?
Let's
She's
see.
2.
Sure.
Say hi.
Hiya. Hey, you want to see something all babies love? What's your baby's name?
This is Millie.
Millie. Hi, Millie. You ready, Millie? Da 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 da. See, they always like that. All right, Millie, you have to hit the bricks now, okay?
Yeah. You want to sit down? Here, sit down.
Hi, Cornelia. And I'm having trouble reading the name. Lynn?
Lynn, yeah, Lynn Toma, right?
Hi, Lynn. How you doing?
Hi, I'm using my mom's computer, but my name is Riley.
Oh,
Riley. Okay,
Yes.
Riley. I can
Hi.
I can remember that. And I see Cornelia, my boss, on the lower right. Hi, Cornelia.
Hi, everyone.
And I guess we'll wait a few more minutes here. It's about what, 12 o'clock? Just getting there.
Hi,
12
Bob.
exactly. Hey, how we doing?
Good,
Mahendra,
thanks. How are you?
I forgot you had that beard going.
It's my COVID look.
Yeah, I know.
Cornelia.
Wow.
You're the one.
Mahendra, you're changed.
You're the one who looks like a professor. Hi, Roby.
Okay.
So for anybody who is wondering about among the students, at the moment, there's still more teachers than students here. So
Got the
don't get all scared.
got the class outnumbered.
I hope that there will be more students coming.
Hi, Anna.
We'll just wait a few more moments. Can you hear me, Roby?
I can hear
Yeah.
you, yes.
There you go. I hear you now.
Hey, Bob and Anna, I have a question, though.
Yeah,
Is your course integrated with Canvas or no? Are
yeah.
your course, they
Oh, wait a
integrate-
minute. Cornelia,
Yes,
could you answer that,
Yes.
Cornelia?
yes, it is.
Okay, so if it is, we won't need a course key for both your courses.
No,
Yeah, students will log in and access content and your course via Canvas.
So we don't have to go through any process of hooking them up with a user code or anything?
Well, they would have to create a Cengage student account. And if there are students here, and if I have a volunteer that we'd like to walk through one, that would be perfect too.
Okay. Are we going to do that now or afterward?
Whenever you're ready and you feel you have your attendance for your class accordingly.
Okay,
I suggest that we do a little round of introduction, maybe give everybody like 1 or 2 more minutes. And
Okay.
then we do a little round of introduction so that especially our students know who we are.
yeah,
And that we know who our students are.
right, right.
And then we do, I think then we do the Cengage presentation, Mahendra, so that you can take off. So Mahendra, do you need Bob to share his screen? Do you need him to have his canvas shell up,
That would be a good start, yes.
or one of the students? If we have a brave
I have
student
it right here.
volunteer.
Either or. If it's a student, we could walk through with the student on how to access content. Or print.
Okay. Okay,
Okay.
why don't we ask the students, and if we don't have a volunteer, we just volunteer Bob.
Am I in there as a student though? Is that gonna work?
No, but we'll be able to access your course and go
Okay.
from there.
So what, I want to share the pipeline,
Yeah.
right?
Not yet, Bob. Hold
Okay.
on, maybe you don't have to.
Okay.
So why don't we get started? I think we have some students here who are on time, and we want to honor everyone's time. So let's get started. Since I'm already talking, my name is Cornelia Alzheimer. I'm the department chair of the accounting department. And the reason I'm here today is that I'm assisting a little bit in this class. It's actually Bob's class. He's Bob Smagula, or Robert Smagula. He's your teacher. But I have set up the Canvas account and the Canvas shell, and also the Cengage account. And that is all I do. I pretty much like see that the dates are right and that the links are working. So if there's anything not working there, I'm the one to blame. For everything else, you blame Bob.
Okay. There'll be plenty of
Okay.
blame, believe me.
Okay,
No, and
and I suggest we just do a little round of introductions, and then I think we will, then there was, you might have overheard the question that we are looking for a student volunteer who would help us sign into Cengage, because then everybody can see how it looks with a student account. We all have instructor's account. This is not helping too much. Okay, all right, so I'm off.
I guess I'll introduce myself then, okay? I'm Bob Smagula. Been teaching at the school about 8 years. And I love teaching the accounting here. Glad to see you all in the Zoom meeting. We'll get through this first day here with a couple of kinks to iron out. We'll go through chapter 1, which has no numbers in it. It's just about a lot of basic things about different types of businesses and how accounting is processed. And when we get to chapter 2, we'll really start rolling along, okay? So anyway, I'm the big sports fan in town. Anybody have a sports question, I can help you, and maybe in accounting too. Natalie, do you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, I'm Natalie. See, this is my first time back to school in about 5 years, so I'm excited to get back. I'm excited to get to know everybody here. Yeah,
Where'd you say you were from?
I'm from Minnesota,
What part of Minnesota?
Minneapolis.
Oh, that's the cold part, right?
Yeah, pretty cold. Yeah, I've been here in the Santa Barbara area for about 2 years.
Okay, excellent, excellent. Riley, you want to?
Natalie, are you joining us as an instructor?
I have. What's that, Mahendra?
No, is Natalie joining us as an instructor?
Natalie's a student.
No, I'm
Okay.
I'm a student.
Okay, got it.
Why don't you go
Welcome.
ahead, Anna? Do you know Anna? Go ahead, Anna.
Hello, I'm the instructor of the other accounting class. So here I am, I'm observing. Hello, everyone, and welcome all the students.
You know Mahendra, Anna, from Cengage?
Not with the face recognition, but we have the name, yes.
You've changed the name to protect the innocent, huh?
Yeah.
All right,
And
nice to
Anna-
have.
I have a different look outside of COVID.
Yeah, I'm glad to see you're in Hawaii too. That's a nice place to be.
Yeah.
Hi, Roby. You want to say hello?
Hi, my name is Roby Scott. Live here in Santa Barbara. Lived here for a long time. I'm a retread student, and so I just want to brush up on my accounting skills.
Excellent. Good to have you. You want to talk to us, Riley?
Yeah, hi, my name is Riley. This is my first year at Santa Barbara, and I just moved here from Hawaii.
Oh, Hawaii. Well,
Oh,
two
that's
nice.
tough, Riley.
So you got Hawaii. You can look down on Santa Barbara. Then you're even nicer than out here, huh?
Kind of, yeah.
Glad to have you, Riley. Hi, Daisy. What's up with you?
Hi, I'm Daisy. This is my first year here at SBCC. I'm transferring from University of Arizona. So,
Oh, really? Oh, really? U
yeah,
of A, huh?
from the virus, so.
Well, you're going to hear a lot of sports talk from me, I'm afraid, but I used to get out to the NCAA tournament a lot at McHale Center.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I had a
great.
good friend lived on 7th Street. You know where 7th Street is right
I
there?
do know where 7th Street is.
There you go. I had a free place to stay. All right, that's enough about me, Daisy. Thank you. Vincent, you want to talk to us a little bit?
Hi, my name is Vincent. This is my first year. I'm a Santa Barbara native.
All right.
So, yeah, I mean, that's pretty much all.
Where'd you go to high school? Out here?
San Marcos.
Oh, San Marcos. That's
Yeah.
okay if you can't get in. That's good if you can't get into Dos Pueblos, right?
I mean, I like my school.
No,
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. A good school. Who else we have here? Josh, how you doing?
Hello, doing good. This is my first year at City College, but I did a year at Westmont last year.
Oh, okay, okay. What did you take at Westmont, if I might ask?
I was a history major, but right now I'm taking a break because of Corona.
Yeah.
Don't want to spend the money for online classes.
You know why you maybe don't want to become an historian?
Why is that?
There's no future in it. I'm sorry, that's a bad
It's
joke.
only the past.
Yeah, thank you. Kelly, you want to say hi?
Yes, hi, my name's Kelly. I just moved here, so I'm from Madison, Wisconsin. And so I transferred, I did a couple of credits at a community college in Madison, and now I'm just finishing up what I have left.
Oh, excellent. Got the nice weather out here, huh?
Yeah, definitely, it's a good change.
Yeah, got these upper cold Midwest people, Minnesota, Wisconsin. Jeez.
Yeah,
Nice to have you, Kelly.
thanks.
Is that Nicole? Nicole, we're kind of introducing ourselves. You want to say hello, talk about yourself a little bit, where you're from? And you have to unmute yourself.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Go. You're on the air.
I'm Nicole, and this is my first year in SBCC. I used to go to San Ynez High School, and I live in California, Santa Barbara. Yeah.
Good to have you aboard. The Pirates, right? Santa Ynez, am I right?
Yes, Pirates. Yeah.
There you go. I guess we got everybody. What do you think, Cornelia? Time for Mahendra to get in here and do his stuff?
Yes, can we maybe ask one of the students, is anybody in front of an actual computer and could easily pull up your Canvas shell? So that we can show you how to register for Cengage. Bob would then share his screen with you.
Okay. What do you want me to share, Cornelia? The
Yeah.
By a show of hands, can we see which student might want to just sign up? Does anyone want to sign up?
We all have to sign up, right?
Yeah, and we have to get in through via Canvas.
Okay. Okay.
I think I already signed up.
Hey, Natalie, you want to take a shot at this?
Yeah, I can. I think I already signed up for Cengage yesterday, though, so I don't know how that would go. You know, if I shared my screen and you guys were trying to show a tutorial.
Well, that's a good question to raise.
Natalie, did you sign up via Canvas? Sorry, Bob.
I'm sorry, what?
Did you sign up via through your Canvas account?
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
Has anybody else signed up?
I think I did. think I read
Okay,
the first
Wiley.
file. I read the first chapter of the book.
Oh, Cornelia, my job is done.
It looks like
I did it right.
Okay,
Okay, wait.
Bob, how about then Bob shares his screen and at
Right.
least shows Canvas and where we would click and how Cengage is then looking. How about
Perfect.
you do that? Well, why
Perfect,
don't
and-
you share your screen and pull up your Canvas shell?
Hold on
Hey
here.
guys, and while Bob is doing that, I'm Mahendra Ramatar and with the publisher, so you guys are privileged to talk directly with somebody from the publishing company. No need to beat me up on pricing. Your chair of the department already
Kannst du
did that.
bitte?
So
Jetzt
there is awesome
gehen.
pricing if you guys would notice. We can help you with
Du gehst
access
jetzt in
to
dein Bett.
anything.
Nein. Okay, zieh das Bettlaken wieder ab, das Fortnite, because wenn du nicht in deinem Bett liegst, brauchst du auch kein Fortnite-Bettwäsche.
It's important to use your Canvas account or your Canvas email as the same email when you are making your purchases with Cengage, so it does connect. If you use a different email, you might get an error message because it wouldn't recognize you. So we're right there.
This is what we want to see, right, Cornelia?
Yep.
Yes. Sorry, I'm trying to get my 6-year-old out of this room here.
Yeah. What's wrong with Herbie, huh?
So
Hi, Herb.
I suggest that you now go on the modules page. Okay. And oh, yeah. So scroll a little bit down because the top part the students don't see. This is more for us instructors. So, all right. So a little bit down to Intro to Accounting, the first chapter. So students, I hope most of you have had a chance to familiarize yourself with the Canvas shell. There are assignments which are pure Canvas assignments, like for example, the quiz or the summary. However, where it says textbook or study guide or Cengage Now homework exercise, these are Cengage. That is Cengage material. When you click on those, for example, on this one, Bob is clicking on this now.
I'm clicking.
Okay, and
Load
then
chapter 1.
yes. So, and then now, see how you are kind of rerouted out of Canvas into Cengage. Okay. So Mahendra, maybe you go from here.
Okay. Okay, and Bob, let's click on the Enter Cengage now. And for all students, when you get that, please click on the blue tab with Enter Cengage now. And make sure to allow pop-ups. And Bob, you can click on Start. Well, before we go any further, just let me do a check. Are there any students that are having a challenge with accessing this content or logging into your account?
Either everybody's in there or they're totally confused.
Well, let's check, and that's why we're here to help.
Guys, you can, if you don't want to speak up, you can also just like do the raise hand function on participants. You click on participants list, you can see a little blue hand.
Yeah.
So the question is, is there anyone who kind of tried to get into Cengage and like got stuck with the registration process? Because
Right.
for sure Bob is already registered. Between that first click, which he did, and the picture we are seeing now, if you are new to Cengage, there's usually like a registration page where you have to enter your name and your email address, and also that is where you get the 2-week free, the 2 weeks free courtesy access. Am I right, Mahendra?
Yes, you are.
Okay, and only when you have basically filled out this form the registration form, that's when you end up at the assignment. So the question is, did any one of you get stuck in this registration process, or has that been smoothly for everybody?
I think I did it right.
Robbie, are you okay? Was it all okay with you?
I think so, yeah. I'm not too proficient at it. I've got to hunt and peck a little bit to get back to it, but I think I can find it.
Don't worry, Robbie. It'll be least painful as possible. And that's why we're here today, and it's to help you students. So we want to make it an easy transition. And if there are any challenges, please let me know and I can help address that. Now, students, I also want to say, if for some reason you try to log in again and you might have a digit or two wrong in your email address or your password, and you start getting an error message, please click on that technical support tab, because they would be able to resolve that issue with you. Me being the rep with Cengage, I don't really have access to student accounts or your instructor account as well, but tech support would be able to go behind the scenes and make the correction that you need to.
Okay.
But if you're having any challenges with that, please let your instructor know, and he would forward your email to me, and the objective is to get it resolved as fast as we can.
Yeah, correct me if I'm wrong, Mahendra. Once you go to this screen, it's a pretty easy process to sign up.
Yes, no, once you're at this screen, you pretty much have signed up already.
Yeah.
You might
Okay.
just be prompted to with an option of downloading the textbook to your cell phone. So you would be able to access the cell phone via you will be able to access the content via your cell phone offline.
Okay.
But you may not necessarily be able to do all the activities offline and on your cell phone. You might have to be in front of a computer to do some of them. But at least you'd be able to read the textbook, and then it has a read speaker feature too that reads the book for you. You may have seen some of that as well.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
So, students, do you have any other questions getting to this page or moving beyond this page? Bob can click on start an assignment and we'll show you what that looks like next.
There's an assignment. Oh, can you see that, Mahendra?
Yeah, I can see that.
Okay, go ahead.
So this would be an assignment, guys, that you can take, and if you click on the check my work box, it would give you messages of the correct answers and the incorrect answers.
Want me to open that?
Helps you guide you through the assignment, or you can directly click on. And I'm not too sure, Bob, how many attempts you may have this assignment set up, but it's typically about 3 attempts.
Yeah, I think it is 3.
Yeah, so if you do the assignment at one time and you feel you may not have gotten all of them right, you can click on check my work and then retake the assignment. It might scramble the questions for you, but you have the opportunity of picking up your grade on the 2nd and 3rd attempt.
Yeah, you'll end up with the highest grade you got in all the attempts.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can just save and edit, save and close out of this, Bob.
Right here?
Yep. And let's click on your course. I just want to get the students to the ebook. Okay, how about study tools?
What's that?
Study tools right next to gradebook. Okay, and students, this is where you would access your ebook within Canvas and within this course shell. Bob, you can, if you wanted to click on it, you can, but otherwise students do get to see where it is. Let's just click on, okay, study tools. So these are additional study tools for your students. If there are activities embedded in this, these grades may not necessarily be sent to your instructor's grade book. It's just for your students. If we back arrow just once, Bob.
I got myself.
Can I interrupt real quick?
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, I also have linked all study tools directly from Canvas. So you can access all that stuff within Cengage.
Okay.
But if you are on the modules page and click on that link textbook, it actually also should, if I did it right, it should also route you directly, it should shoot you directly to this page.
Okay.
Or to the study.
Thank you for doing that, Cornelia.
If you click study guide, it should shoot you directly to the study guide.
It doesn't look like we. Oh, I'm sorry, Cornelia. Go right ahead.
But once you are in Cengage, for sure you don't have to go back to Canvas. You can just move around within Cengage and look what tool you want to use. But again, if you are sitting in Canvas and you say, okay, I want to go to the textbook, there should be a textbook link in modules. And when you click that, it should guide you directly to that chapter.
Okay.
Right.
And by this point, I think most of the students would be able to access that. But I just want to say something about the adaptive study plan. The adaptive study plan, guys, is it will create an assignment or an activity for you, and you take it, and the results will come back and tell you, okay, well, you need to put a little more effort into this section of the content, and it will evaluate where you fit within the content and your understanding of the content as you move along. So it's just additional help and guidance for the student as well.
Okay. I think we're in pretty good shape here from what I can see. I don't see anybody desperately flailing around here in terms of getting into Cengage.
No, and Bob, when you do send an email to your students, please include my email address if there are anyone that is having a challenge.
Right, they can always contact you.
I can address that on a one-on-one basis with them.
Oh, that's great. That's great. Okay, I think we. What do you think, Mahendra? We covered everything.
Well, if they want to say bye to me.
All right. Well, enjoy Hawaii there on Oliver Street or wherever you are.
Fine, thank
Okay,
you.
neighbor.
Hey, you take care. Bye-bye.
Hey, thank you guys. Good luck with class and be patient this semester. I know it's going to be online and it's starting off that way, and just be safe and stay healthy, guys.
Thank
and
you.
I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye-bye. Okay. Anybody have any questions with me on anything so far? Anything that we've seen here? Hold on. Let me go back over here. What I want to do is real quick. Assignments. You go into assignments and things are organized by the different types of assignments. There are chapter summaries. These are handwritten, not typed, handwritten 3-page summaries of each chapter. And we find that by going through the process of cursively writing down or printing down your notes on each chapter, it's a predictor of success. We find that it really helps you absorb the material. So those are easy 10 points to scoop up. I guess it's 40 points in this class. That's an easy 40 points to scoop up every week. We do want to see those. We do look at them, and I will reply to each of you on each one of them every week, okay? So chapter summaries, get in the habit of doing that. Your first one is due a week from today, I believe, okay?
Bob, I have a question about that. So if it's handwritten, how would you like us to turn it in?
That's got you got to take a picture of it and
okay.
attach it to me, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, good question.
Natalie, there is if you go in the assignment, yeah, for sure, this is now, Bob, if you click the summary, I'm not sure if it shows the upload button, but maybe you click on one anyway. Okay, so about where you see that green button publish, for you, there will be, for the students, there will be a button asking you or offering you to upload a file. And you click that, and then you can upload either a cell phone picture, or if you have a scanner and you have scanned it, then it's a PDF, something like that. Yeah, and we did, as you can see, Bob, can you go over file types, please?
Where?
File types, like a few lines down, 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 down. There
Files.
we go. Okay, file types. A little bit up. There we go. Okay, so as you can see, it says a file upload, and the type needs to be any of those. If you are a Mac user, and this is the same for every assignment, for everything we're asking you to upload, this is our limitations for the files that we can read. That means if you are a Mac user, you unfortunately, we have to force you to put this into a format that our computers can easily read, because otherwise we, a lot of times we can't open files. Or if you have like a very sophisticated camera with which you take your photos from that assignment, and our computer doesn't know the file type, that makes it hard. So these are the file name extensions that we are accepting. And the system will let you know. The system will let you know if you are trying to upload something with an exotic file name. It will say no way. Okay, but about where that green button is, which you see that there will be, I think it's a brownish, red brownish button for you, and it says upload file.
All right, excellent. Thank you, Cornelia. Chapter summaries, and there'll be other things you have to attach as the semester goes on. You'll become experts in that. Summaries, that's part of your weekly homework. And then, of course, you're going to have your exercises. We just looked at the chapter one of the exercises to get going. So we want to get into the routine of doing the summary, doing these exercises, and there'll be weekly quizzes, which are graded, okay? And I think you get a couple shots at these in terms of working on the grade. So you're going to have this.
Two, I think two on the quizzes.
Two, okay.
I
So
don't
you
know. Click on one and then we should see.
Number of, where is it?
No time limits, multiple attempts. Yes, but I forgot how many attempts I get. I will tell you. I can see that too.
How many tries do you want, everybody? 5, 10?
Limited.
The more the better, right?
And they are for sure, the quizzes are for sure all open book. Everything is open book because we can't really control it. But for sure for the quizzes, let me see. Shuffle answers, allow multiple answers, grade quizzes. I believe you can take them as often as you want. And we're keeping the highest. It says, and I don't think that I have not restricted the number of attempts.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so those are.
So you have to add all the time you want and as many as attempts if you want. If you want to do it 5 times, that's fine. It's a high learning effect if you take it 5 times. We want you guys to understand that. We don't want to quiz you out. We want you to learn the material.
Right.
So please feel free to use your book to look up stuff in between. It's a little bit different once we are getting to the exams. Those are timed, and those are one time only. But the quizzes the quizzes are untimed. I would like, so what Bob just showed you is one way to access the material, and that is through the assignments page. Bob, can you please click the modules page? Or actually do something very, very cool. Click the home page, home. So, and scroll a little bit down. Let me see if I get this. Down, down, down. Farther down. Okay. Oh, it ruined my pictures. Okay, I will fix those. But actually, where under the welcome, I have so cool pictures, and they should all be linked, and only the welcome picture made it. Okay, then click on the welcome picture, please. On the link. So it takes you to the welcome module. And then there should be a picture for number 1, for chapter 1, chapter 2. It takes you, so on the home page, if you scroll all the way down, there's a little picture, and it takes you to the module where you want to work. And here's the welcome module, and that is what we are working on this week. And can you scroll further down to module 1, chapter 1?
Oh, sorry.
Either home or modules. And now just scroll down.
Things a little funky. There we go.
Okay, so here you go. My suggestion for you guys is to go to the modules page. Can we see one full module, please, Bob?
Yeah, let me see if I can line this up. There we go.
So for example, this is module 1. And as you can see, that is my suggestion, to always approach, hold on. So you go to the chapter 1 module, for example, and then you go from the top. So there is a page, the first one, which says lecture. On this lecture page, there is a summary from Bob and I about what's going on in this chapter. And that is also where Bob will, after this Monday noon lecture, he will post a YouTube video, and that link to that YouTube video will be sitting on this page. Okay, so if you are in chapter 1 and you click that chapter 1 lecture page, there's a written summary, but there's also Bob's YouTube, Bob's Zoom lecture.
What's that?
So then we have the textbook. I told you the textbook link, the study guide. You don't have flashcards because Cengage deleted them. And the PowerPoint slides. Those 3, and Bob's not clicking them because they will take you back to Cengage, and that's taking us too long. And then we have the 3 assignments where it says graded items. We have a summary that's graded. We have the Cengage homework exercises and the chapter 1 quiz. And that's basically the same thing for chapter 1, 2, 3, you name it, right? For every chapter, it's always the same. Another way, if you only want to see the stuff which like has a due date attached to it, Bob, go please, scroll please up, a little bit up, and then go to syllabus on the left. Okay. So as you can see, there's a list of dates on the left-hand side, and it shows you what's coming up when. So on Wednesday, as you can see, by Wednesday, we want you to be done with the syllabus quiz and the welcome discussion forum. On Saturday, we want you to have done the summary and the Cengage homework exercises. For chapter 1 is because it's so kind of introductory, we said we like throw that all into one day. All the other chapters, there is a summary one day, and then the exercises or a different day. The way we have organized that is you can see for chapter 2 and chapter 3 is 2 days. And then we have the Cengage, and you can start, you do summary, and then if you want to, you can start taking the Cengage homework once and maybe twice. But the due date for Cengage homework then for both chapters is the Wednesday thereafter. And then the quizzes are another half week later. So kind of you usually read 2 or 3 chapters, summarize them, and then we want to prepare you for the exam. And the way we do this is we let you do the homework, the Cengage homework, and then we are asking you, right, like 3 days before the exam, all the quizzes are due. If you go a little bit further, Bob, you see that we have quiz 1, quiz 2, quiz 3 due on Saturday, and the exam is very similar to those quizzes. So we want to make sure you have those quizzes fresh in your memory, right? And we hope that you do a good job on the quizzes and put a lot of energy in them, because then you will have to take the timed midterm. And yes, it's also open book, but you will not have time to look into your book. So take the quizzes and put a lot of effort in them. You will breathe, the midterm will be a breeze, right? Because the midterm is very similar to the quizzes before. This is how we set that up. And then you see the next 3 chapters, chapter 4, 5, 6. You have like half a week for each for reading and summarizing. Then you do the Cengage homework exercises. Bob, can you scroll down a little bit? Okay, at your own time, but that's the day when they are due. And then again, guess what? Quiz, quiz, quiz on Saturday, October 3rd. And what's happening after that? The next 3 days later, we have the, after the quizzes, we have the midterm exam due, okay? Yeah. And once in a while, we are throwing in a discussion forum. Instructions are very clear. It's easy. The discussion forums are somewhat related to our topics, but like we are also talking about job opportunities for accountants and stuff. So we're not discussing accounting rules. We're discussing some more like funner stuff, or as fun, at least as fun. Okay. So these are so wherever you go, assignments page, modules page, syllabus page, you will find your material.
Yep. Yeah, thank you, Cornelia. That's what we wanted to do. Just get you into the rhythm, the chapter summaries, the exercises, and the quizzes every week. You can always contact me. I've already given you my text number and my home email address. I'm always available. I can't always get right back to you, but I try to look at the emails pretty regularly, and I encourage you to take advantage of my largesse, if you will. Okay. Anybody have any questions about navigating in Canvas? Anything that seems too daunting right now, or you're not clear? It's really not too tough, I don't think. Okay. All right. What I would like to do is get into the chapter 1, and this will not take long, and we can get out of here, okay? Hold on one second. This thing is playing games on me. What the heck? Come on now. This thing is racking up here. I think I need to share the screen. Share.
You are already sharing.
Oh, okay. I thought I had it every time I went into a different element, I had to redo it. Okay, well, here we go. Let me get the PowerPoint going here. Let me minimize this. That's in my way. Okay, we can all see that. I think that's big enough, huh? If I can see it, you can see it, huh? But now I'm playing with it, sorry.
All
Okay,
right, students, I'm saying goodbye and leave you in Bob's
all right.
capable hands.
Okay,
You guys take care. Have a fun semester. I will hear from you and you will hear from me. Okay,
Thank you,
bye-bye.
Cornelia.
Thank you.
Hi, Cornelia. Thank you.
All right, my boss. I guess it's just me and the students now, huh? What I'd like to do is take us through this PowerPoint, and this will be fairly brief. Chapter 1, to be honest with you, was a little bit on the dull side. It just introduces us a little bit to the concept of accounting. We will get into numbers in Chapter 2 and hopefully become more interesting as we go along. Not that this is dull. I do try to make it as interesting as I can. You're going to hear some bad humor jokes once in a while. The purpose of accounting, huh? The purpose of accounting provides financial information about a business, huh? Accounting is the language of business. Without properly prepared, audited financial statements, businesses really can't stay in business. For example, you can't borrow money, as most businesses have to do and want to do to expand. You can't get people to sell products to you unless you can prove via your financial statements that you might be able to pay their bills. So the purpose is to provide financial statement information that is audited and thus deemed to be accurate for outside parties, huh? These are the people who are going to be using this information. You own a business, whether it's IBM or a small store on State Street, you want to know if your business is making money or not, if your financial condition is good, and you're going to use that information to make some decisions regarding growth or other things you might want to do. The managers, your employees, you know, they may not own the business, but their bonuses and their salaries may be based on how well the company performs. And if you're a manager and you really care about your company, you want to know how the business is doing. So you have to make operating decision. How much inventory do we need to order? When should we order it? Should we borrow money? Creditors. No, creditor means a lender. A creditor is a lender. No one is going to loan you money unless you show them that your business is profitable or promising to be profitable, and that you can secure the debt, meaning they have pretty good confidence you're actually going to pay them. So creditors are going to look at your books. Should we loan to these guys? How much? What should the interest rate be? And government agencies, you know, the IRS is going to come after you, and you have to show that the tax return makes sense in regard to your financial statement. And this is the part of the slides that are really a snoozer, but let's look at them briefly. The accounting process, you're going to gather information of a financial nature, meaning money. It's all about dollars. You're going to gather this information, and you're going to use it to make reports and inform people. You're going to inform people, huh? And you're going to analyze an event and then record it into your financial system, into your general ledger. You're going to classify different types of activities. You're going to summarize, report. Analyzing can be as simple as you're sitting at your desk and the electric bill comes in the mail. You look at that, well, that has an effect on the business. That's an expense to be recorded. You enter the information, you decide where it's classified. Like I say, we're not going to spend much time on that part of this lecture. Here's a term you've got to know, and it's a term that'll certainly be on the test. Generally accepted accounting principles, GAAP, generally accepted accounting principles. These are the rules of accounting. These are the rules that determine how and when we record a revenue or a sale. They determine how and when we record an expense. They determine how we value our assets and liabilities. And they are to be followed by any company that needs audited statements. And the next acronym I'd like you to understand, Financial Accounting Standard Board, FASB. They are the group that makes up the rules. You heard that cliche, who made the rules? Well, FASB does. And these rules came out of a little bit of history back in 1934 during the Great Depression. The stock market was filled with companies with bad, phony statements. Under President Roosevelt, they set up the Securities and Exchange Commission, the SEC, you've probably heard of that. And these companies on the SEC, on the stock market, have to follow these rules in order to get listed. It's one of many, many requirements. So GAAP, they identify an issue and they place the issue. Let me give you an example on this. For many years, when I was in college 50 years ago, the rules on the sale of a fixed asset were pretty consistent. When you sold one of your machines or you sold a building, it had nothing to do with the operating profit. So that was considered what we call after operating. It would be other income or expense. That issue has now changed, and now it is part of operating. So there's an example where that issue was addressed. What do we do about fixed assets? They put it on the agenda. It's a whole lugubrious, lengthy process. Lengthy process. 3 types of business: sole proprietorships, partnerships, corporations, huh? In this course here, we're pretty much talking about a sole proprietorship. We're going to be in a service business for the most part. Sole proprietorship, one owner, assumes all the risk, makes all the decisions. The problem with a sole proprietorship, though, is if you own a business and you're a sole proprietor and you invested $10,000 in your business, if you run up $100,000 worth of debts, you are personally responsible for that. And you're going to get a lot of this if you haven't already in Intro to Business and other courses. Sole proprietorships. Partnerships, 2 or more, they share the risks. One downfall could be you disagree how to run the business. If a partner dies, the business automatically is liquidated. Partners also have personal responsibility for the company's debts. And accounting firms are typically partnerships. And I think one of the reasons is they want to demonstrate to the world, hey, we're not afraid of any liability because we know what we're doing. We don't think we're going to have any exposure to fraud or anything. Corporations, huh? You owned by the stockholders. You go out and you buy a share of stock. You have ownership of the company. You can vote and do some other things. If you only have 2 shares of Coca-Cola, you probably don't have much influence on the business, but you do have the right to vote. Corporations, they do not have personal liability. If you are running a business and you are the stupidest business person who ever lived and you go bankrupt 6 times, they cannot come after you for your personal assets to settle that. Just the partnerships and sole proprietorships. Different kinds of businesses, service business, a florist, perhaps a delivery service, merchandising, that's a store, huh? Merchandising, you buy and sell something, Nordstrom's. Manufacturing business, that's accounting 240. We can think of this, service business is accounting 110, which what we're kind of starting with here. A travel agency, a doctor, some kind of consultant, an architect. Merchandising, here's Accounting 230. In Accounting 230, you're Nordstrom's, you're a department store. You buy and you sell things. Hopefully you buy them for less than you sell them for, huh? And manufacturing, Accounting 240. You're making a product. You want to figure out how much direct labor and direct labor hours go in there. What are your raw material costs? This is the kind of stuff I did for a long time before I came up to Santa Barbara, about 20 years ago. Manufacturing, Accounting 240. And I hope a lot of you take these. And here they talk about different types of jobs in accounting clerk's jobs. Here it's pretty much basic kind of thing. There's not much training required. But I tell you, I've seen a lot of clerks work their way up. You know, people who, for example, get out of high school and like you, they're taking a class or two at night or, you know, in a junior college, and they get a job with a company and they can grow that job into a career. I've seen it happen more than a few times, huh? Job opportunities. Accounting clerk, you do a lot of filing. Bookkeepers have more education, typically 2 years. We have a bookkeeping certification program here. Here, you are an expert in summarizing the information. You're an expert in recording the information. You're not making any real decisions about running the company or projecting things. Para accountants, I'm going to skip that. I don't think I've ever heard that before, to be honest with you, until I started teaching this class. A para accountant, like a paralegal, I guess. Accountants, okay, these are the people who do some of the thinking and planning. They design the accounting system. They decide what your chart of accounts should look like. They decide on procedures, how we're going to analyze this. They're looking at trends and different alternate decisions. And typically, you have a degree in accounting, a 2-year degree from a junior college, or more likely, a bachelor's degree. The accountants are the ones who advise management of what the numbers mean and what they may foretell for the future. Different accounting careers, huh? Public, private, and government. Public accounting, auditing, taxation. These are an auditing firm. Auditing is the process of a third party coming into your company at the end of the fiscal year, and they go through all of your financial statements, they go through your systems, and perform various tests and procedures to make sure that your financial statements are created under the auspices of GAAP, and they issue an opinion, and you want that opinion to be what's called an unqualified opinion. The auditors are independent of the company. They come in and they say, we have audited Coca-Cola, and in our opinion, the statements are conducive and GAAP significant. Doesn't mean that the statements are right. It's just that they followed proper accounting based on what they told the auditors. CPA, I passed the CPA exam many years ago. And here's a new one, Certified Fraud Examiner. I bet that's a growing business, huh? Fraud Examiner. Private accounting, this is where I worked. I never worked a day in public accounting. I never did any auditing. I always worked mostly at factories. I was anybody asked what your teacher did for a living? I was pretty much a controller for most of my working days. Controller in a manufacturing operation. And there's a certified managerial accountant degree you can get. But in private, you're going to look at your systems, you're going to do the financial, the cost accounting. Budgeting is a big part of what I did. And internal auditing. You've got all these different things going. Government work, huh? Close enough for government work. They have a real need for accountants. You've heard of the IRS. You've got schools, cities, towns, all kinds of government organizations, and they need their accounting people. And they have a whole different set of rules in terms of how they do their financial statements. And here they're just pointing out that accountants are always needed. I always kind of joke that accounting is I can get a job major. And that's usually the case. When I first got out of high school back in the 1960s, computers were kind of a rare thing. And the scuttlebutt at the time was, wow, when computers come into play and can process all this information in a split second, why do we need accountants? Turned out we needed accountants more than ever to mine that data, to make decisions from that data, to improve it, to use it to the company's advantage. So the more information that can be generated, the more is needed in the world of accounting. And we'll just finish up with these different job descriptions: the accounting clerk job, the bookkeeper we talked about. This is the person who does a lot of the entry into the system, okay? The bookkeeper, they know where the bodies are buried. Maybe we could say it that way. Budget analyst, that's a good job. I always like doing the budgets, but here's a level here. Accounts payable manager, huh? Let me just back up here. I know that I should look at the salaries, huh? Here you go. They're saying the average for an accounting clerk is about 37. That's about $18 an hour. Not bad, I think, if you're getting started. A bookkeeper, 40, you're over 20 bucks an hour. Budget analyst, 55. And you get the idea. Accounts payable manager, 83,450. Accounts payable manager, that's the person who pays the bills. And that's a job where you're never too popular because you're paying the bills and people are demanding that you pay them as soon as possible, while your company might have a policy, we pay people only at the last minute. So there's a little bit of a stress as an accounts payable manager, and that's why maybe it pays so well. Audit executive, 213,000, yike, go past that. Controller, this is what I did. But I'm going to tell you, I never made close to $200,000. Of course, I've been retired a long time. But, I mean, controller was a good job for me. You report to a CFO, often a CPA. You manage a department. You have people working for you. And that is the end of this chapter. Isn't that amazing? That is the end of the chapter. Wasn't that fascinating? Hold on here. Okay. So that's just a brief look at chapter 1, okay? I would appreciate you doing the chapter summary in writing, not typed. The quizzes, you can call me. Anybody have any questions, anything that seems off kilter to them, or something that's been bugging them they want to ask, or a question on the material that we just presented? Nobody, huh? Okay. Do I hear somebody?
I just said it seems pretty clear.
I couldn't hear you, Roby. Can you say it again?
I said it seems pretty clear, very clear.
Yeah, it's just, the first chapter is just this real basic introduction. I wish they went into the numbers a little bit. But let's get through this first rather dull first week. I don't mind saying that, okay? And then we get into chapter 2, where we'll get introduced to the financial statements, chapter 3. And then we've decided to give a test at that level. In the past, the first test was chapters 1 to 6, and I think that's too big a bite to take it at one time, okay? So I guess I'll call the meeting off here. And I'm so glad that so many of you were able to join me. We have the tutoring hours that are set up now, or going to be set up very soon. You know how to get a hold of me, okay? So take care, everybody.
Thank you.
Bye-bye, all.
Thank you.
And this will be put up on Canvas for you to review if you want to watch it again for God knows what reason. I mean, no, you'll want to look at it again, okay? We'll see you later. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thanks, Bob.